So we've now topped up to about 11 million pounds in our cash reserves, and obviously that's going to give us huge momentum in our development plans over the next few months into 2026.
Hello, you're watching Proactive. I'm joined by Empire Metals Managing Director Sean Bunn. Sean, congratulations on that £7 million raise. Why was now the right time to strengthen the balance sheet? And what message does the premium placing say to investors?
Yeah, that was a really important event for us, this raising, because we've been looking at our cash reserves, if you like, for some time, contemplating what is really a very important phase for the development of the company. So we now topped up to about 11 million pounds in our cash reserves, and obviously that's going to give us huge momentum in our development plans over the next few months into 2026.
And obviously placed at a premium, so showing support for your projects.
Yeah, these are long-term shareholders. A group of these shareholders, these funds came in back in May earlier this year, showed great support for what we're doing with the Pitfield project, and we're really pleased to see them step up again with what is a fantastic contribution to the company's to increase the company's forward projections.
Sean, you've said the funds will keep momentum going across key work streams. Can you walk us through the main milestones investors should expect over the next year?
Yeah, look, we've previously announced that we will go back and start further development of the resource, a bit more infill drilling at Thomas, some extensional drilling at Cosgrove, a bit of work there planned towards the end of the year and early next. But the key thing here, I think, is the push ahead with our metallurgical developments, and we're hitting this at a pretty rapid rate now. We've got a lot of work on in the laboratories here in Perth. I mean, we're blessed with the fact that there is at least 5 or 6 international recognised high quality metallurgical facilities available for us to do our test work. So lots happening on the development side of the process, and the plan is to really move into continuous piloting early next year, and to start produce products, because I'd like to get our marketing manager out there and start to talk to end users as soon as possible.
You've mentioned pilot scale production and delivering high purity titanium dioxide samples to end users. How important is that step in proving Pitfield's commercial potential?
Look, I think it's incredibly important that we establish a clear line to and pathway to high value products. So the only way we can really achieve that is to talk to the end users. I'm particularly focused though on what we would regard as our holy grail, getting a product that could go to titanium metal. And you're realizing, of course, that's a huge part of the news flow at the moment in the market. This whole concept of critical minerals, critical metals, US and the Australian government signing big treaties and agreements around supply chains for critical minerals. So I'm really focused now on saying to our team here is that we're going to find this pathway to produce metal, and we're going to accelerate that and get into some continuous testing as soon as possible now.
Finally, there's talk of a possible dual listing on the ASX. What's driving that move, and how could it benefit Empire shareholders?
We look at this as an opportunity. There's no firm decision on timing and how that would unfold, but you, of course, realise we've now got a very strong investor base from Oceania, and particularly Australian funds that we're going to be looking to attract in an ASX listing. So that's really important, I think, to spread. But the other thing about our company, our project, is it's a world-class, globally important, internationally focused opportunity here. So we are still quoted on the OTCQX. We've made the AIM 100. We're constantly looking at at how we attract investors, not just from one part of the globe, but as an international base.
John, I hope you'll keep us abreast of developments on all those fronts. Thank you very much for speaking with us today.
You're welcome. Thank you very much.
Sean Bunn, Managing Director of Empire Metals.